Have you ever wondered why certain emotions hit you harder than others? Or why sometimes you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or disconnected, even when everything seems fine on the surface? What if I told you that the emotions you experience daily are entirely your own? That they're being subtly influenced by what you see, hear, and engage with every day? From the curated lives on social media to the pressures of global events. There's a hidden force at play, and it's shaping how you feel and respond to the world around you. In this video, we're diving deep into the hidden emotional forces that influence us. By the end, you'll discover the surprising connections between technology, culture, and global shifts and how they impact your inner world. Curious to find out what's really driving your emotions? Let's unravel the mystery together. We all know how addictive social media can be. But did you know it's also a powerful emotional amplifier? Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok use sophisticated algorithms to prioritize content that triggers strong emotional reactions. Whether it's outrage, envy, or joy, these platforms thrive on keeping you emotionally engaged. Take the fear of missing out, FOMO, as an example. Studies reveal that 56% of people feel inadequate after seeing curated lives online. Those perfect images? They're not just pictures, they're triggers, sparking anxiety and self-doubt in ways we often don't realize. And it doesn't stop there. Echo chambers fuel intense emotions, especially in political discussions. Research shows that 67% of online debates are dominated by emotionally charged language, creating divisions and amplifying conflicts. Digital overload and emotional fatigue, constant notifications, endless scrolling, and hours of screen time. Sound familiar? This digital overload doesn't just drain your energy. It disrupts your emotional balance. A University of Pennsylvania study found that limiting social media use to 30 minutes a day reduced feelings of loneliness and depression significantly. So if you've ever felt irritable, stressed, or burned out after a digital binge, you're not alone. It's your brain's way of saying, "I've had enough." Cultural shifts and emotional expression. In the past, emotions were often seen as a sign of weakness. But today, movements like "it's okay to not be okay" have shifted societal attitudes. Vulnerability is no longer taboo. It's celebrated. Changing norms around vulnerability have become a noticeable trend. Did you know that nearly 1 in 5 people globally experience mental health challenges each year? While the statistic is concerning, it also highlights a positive trend. More people are seeking help. This cultural acceptance is creating stronger networks of support and encouraging open discussions about emotional well-being. Work-life balance pressures. In urban areas, the pressure to hustle and prioritize productivity over well-being is intense. The result? Burnout. Surveys show that 60% of workers worldwide report feeling emotionally exhausted due to demanding work schedules and limited personal time. This constant push to stay on top often leads to guilt when we take breaks, further fueling emotional exhaustion. Balancing ambition with self-care is more critical than ever. Economic uncertainty and emotional resilience. Economic instability, inflation, job loss, rising living costs can profoundly impact our emotions. Financial stress as a trigger. The American Psychological Association reports that 72% of adults cite money as a major source of stress. However, many are finding ways to adapt. Practices like mindfulness and therapy are becoming common tools to navigate financial stress. In fact, 65% of people who engage in regular mindfulness practices report feeling more emotionally in control, even during tough times. Adaptation and coping mechanisms. Building emotional resilience doesn't mean avoiding stress altogether. Instead, it's about learning to manage it effectively. Techniques like yoga, meditation, and therapy have been shown to reduce anxiety by up to 25%. These practices empower us to stay grounded, even when life feels overwhelming. Global influences on emotional trends. Cross-cultural exchanges. Globalization has introduced us to diverse emotional expressions and coping mechanisms. Eastern practices like meditation and mindfulness are now widely embraced in the West, offering powerful tools to manage stress and regulate emotions. For instance, mindfulness-based techniques can reduce anxiety and stress symptoms by up to 30%, according to the National Institute of Health. On the flip side, constant exposure to global tragedies fosters empathy but can also lead to compassion fatigue. A 2022 study found that 40% of people exposed to tragic news felt emotionally drained and disconnected. Climate change anxiety. Eco-anxiety is a growing concern, particularly among younger generations. The fear of an uncertain environmental future triggers feelings of helplessness and urgency. A 2021 survey revealed that 55% of people aged 18 to 29 feel significant anxiety about climate change. While this anxiety has sparked activism and calls for sustainability, it also adds to emotional stress as individuals grapple with the weight of a global crisis. So, how do you navigate your emotions in today's fast-paced environment? Human emotions are deeply intertwined with the trends and forces shaping our world today. From social media's emotional amplification to the pressures of work-life balance and global challenges, our emotions are constantly influenced by external factors. Understanding these influences is the first step toward emotional mastery. By limiting screen time, embracing mindfulness, and fostering open conversations, we can reclaim control over our emotions in this complex world. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's learn and grow together. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave your thoughts on this topic in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.